How Zero Trust Makes You DORA Compliant, a blog by our cybersecurity writer, Klaus Nemolka. By January 17, 2025, EU financial institutions must implement the Digital Operational Resilience Act regulation to strengthen their systems against cyber attacks. It's an important step towards fighting cybercrime, as DORA provides comprehensive guidelines for risk management and incident reporting with the aim of promoting system resilience. With the deadline approaching, proactive efforts are required by financial institutions, including investments in technology, processes, and well-trained staff. Organizations that proactively invest in cybersecurity and comply with DORA regulations can not only avoid significant financial losses, but also increase employee, customer, and stakeholder confidence. 5 pillars form the framework for DORA compliance. You must establish an ICT risk management framework that includes identifying, assessing, and addressing risks to process handling and reporting ICT-related incidents, test operational resilience, including regular penetration testing, implement risk management for third-party providers, and a monitoring framework for these critical providers. The NIS2 and CER directives must be implemented from October 18, 2024, while DORA applies from January 2025. Hence, it's crucial to use 2024 to implement the new requirements. NIS2 and DORA are therefore both important pieces of EU legislation to strengthen cybersecurity, but have different focuses and objectives. NIS2 specifically targets the security and resilience of critical sectors and applies to companies of all sizes, especially if they're classified as providers of essential services or digital service providers. DORA is aimed at the financial sector. It focuses on the risk management of third-party ICT providers and designed to ensure that companies can withstand, respond to, and recover from security breaches. The assessment of sanctions is left to the member states and their competent authorities. As DORA applies throughout the EU, it will be implemented in the national legislation of the member states. Companies should check the national implementation in their respective countries. Despite these differences, NIS2 and DORA have many similarities. Both aim for digital resilience, improving the security of digital services, critical infrastructure, and information. Both intend to help improve EU coordination in the fight against attacks and strengthen the response to security incidents. DORA thus complements NIS2 with a sector focus. Compliance with both requires swift action from affected companies. To prepare for DORA, you should an overview of the requirements and identify which business units are affected. Conduct a gap analysis to determine the expected effort and identify potential compliance gaps. Develop a roadmap for implementing DORA requirements. Stay on top of regulatory changes and participate in industry discussions with regulators. Invest in the right technologies, processes, and well-trained staff. Extra tip: consider external service providers at an early stage, but check whether they can meet your specific requirements. Companies affected by NIS2 or DORA should work with various partners, including cybersecurity consultants, network detection and response providers, legal advisors, etc. For our 10 points to consider when preparing for DORA, visit our full blog in the link below. And now, most importantly, Zero Trust. Integrating Zero Trust into compliance requirements can be driven with powerful NDR, as its monitoring capabilities increase security and reduce risks of breaches or ransomware. Here's why it's so efficient for both regulations. 1. Identity verification. Zero Trust models require constant identity verification, which contributes to NIS2 and DORA compliance by ensuring that only authorized users have access. The ExeonTrace NDR platform supports this by detecting unusual network activity that could indicate unauthorized access. 2. Minimization of the attack vector. Zero Trust minimizes the attack vector by restricting access to the bare essentials. NDR complements this by monitoring network traffic and detecting unusual patterns that could indicate an attack. 3. Data flow control. Zero Trust enables better control of data flow, which helps to comply with NIS2 and DORA. ExeonTrace provides this by monitoring traffic on the network and detecting unusual data movement. 4. Micro-level security. Zero Trust improves micro-level security, which contributes to NIS2 and DORA compliance. NDR enables this by monitoring all network traffic at the micro level and detecting unusual activity. 5. Automated responses. Zero Trust enables automated responses to security incidents, and NDR contributes to the efficiency here by enabling automated responses to detected anomalies or threats. 6. Continuous compliance. Zero Trust is thus an engine for continuous compliance. ExeonTrace sustains this through constant monitoring and reporting of your corporate network and all devices within and related to the organization. To conclude, integrating a zero trust strategy through a robust NDR solution enhances compliance with these regulations. This type of advanced cyber protection and reporting capability has been proven by many of our clients in the financial sector and beyond. To learn more, please don't hesitate to talk to our expert team or download the NIS2 compliance checklist. Links below.